I'm sorry if I said you were dumb. Maybe I meant you were stupid. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. Please forgive me for being really late this week. I totally forgot I had not even reviewed this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Cayman, we all get along. Or actually, it was Cayman, we get along. No, we can't. These ladies, absolutely not even a beautiful tropical paradise like the Cayman Islands. No, no, not with the antagonistical, if that is a word. I'll have to look that up. Manipulations of my beautiful soror Gizelle, who just really grabbed the spoon by the handle and ran with it with the bowl and just stirs up shit everywhere she goes. And I'm just like, this is not a good look for you, Gizelle. For you to be a mother of 3 girls, is this how you want your daughters to be in life? Sometimes I almost feel like Gizelle feels like she's still on the campus of Hampton University running the AKA sorority chapter or something. That's how it feels. Now, as I've said before in previous reviews on Sister Circle, she said because Ashley had all of these crazy things going on in her life, she has taken on the role of basically being the bone collector. But Gizelle is a different type of phenomenon when it comes to that. I was just like, last week's episode, I was just sitting there looking like every time she'll get in somebody's ear and be bzz, 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 bzz. You know, I had somebody do that to me in the past. That shit is not cool because it's messy and people get hurt. And the power of life and death, as we all know, lies in the tongue. But either way, we're going to get into this episode. I guess we should be approaching the season finale almost because they had those horrible home goods drapery dresses on that they showed off so proudly on the internet. I was like, that was the best white dress shop. Y'all would have done better going to David's Bridal and picking out something. I was disturbed. And if you missed last week's review, just go back towards the end of my video. I have almost all the looks. I think the only person's look I may have missed, I don't know if Karen's was on there. Somebody's wasn't on there. But it was just not a good look. But let's get into this episode. Before that, if this is your first time here, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 1,000 on this channel. So we're just trying to get to 1,000. Okay, baby? So we can start getting some YouTube checks. But when this episode first opens, it opens with Gizelle letting her daughters know that she will be going out of town to the Cayman Islands. She's also trying to show off some of the fashions that she will possibly be wearing. And that's when her realest of real child, Angel, said, Daddy has better style than you. I said, out of the mouth of babes. Because here's the thing, Gizelle's style is not per se bad, but it's not that great sometimes. Like sometimes I honestly want to be like, Sora, come let me holler at you, let me hook you up with some better looks. Plus, she doesn't always wear the shoes that are appropriate. I just realized that Gizelle has cankles. She doesn't really have an ankle. I thought when I saw her do that DC Dancing with the Stars thing, I saw it, but now I really saw it this season. I was like, she has cankles. So, and you know, but you got to make the looks work for you, okay? But either way, she was letting them know that she was going out of town again. They didn't look the least bit surprised, but she still left them some treats and eats. I don't know. I guess maybe her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant's sister, is coming to watch them, because I don't think Gizelle has ever said she's had siblings. I thought she had a brother. But either way, them children are the realest of the real, honey. Then we go to like father to daughter couple, Michael and Ashley is ranting on about how Katie done dragged them through the mud. And I just find this really phenomenal how all of a sudden Ashley wants sympathy and wants people to feel sorry for her, when throughout the entire 3 seasons before, she has been messy. And so she's like, I think I'm getting sick, babe. Oh my God. I'm like, he don't want you breathing them. But I guess if they screwing every day to make that baby that they made, I guess it was okay. Either way, I'm starting to wonder if what Katie said about Ashley is true. You know, she's stupid. Because she told Michael they were going to the Cayman Islands, and he was like, yeah, some good Caribbean breeze. And she was like, is the Cayman Islands in the Caribbean? I was like, yes, girl. All them islands is grouped down there. That's to the, help me out, I think east of, yeah, to the east of South America. Yeah, yeah, that's the Caribbean. Robin is excited about the trip. She is the trip coordinator this year. As you know, most of us truly believe, I'm pretty sure, Bravo pays for the trip. They just designate somebody to coordinate it. Monique, of course, we already knew even before this episode. I think when she had gone to see her doctor last episode, the episode before, he basically told her she can't travel anymore. It's not safe because when she goes, whenever she goes into labor, that is where she's going to have the baby. Heaven forbid you flying over the Atlantic Ocean and end up having a baby. So she's not going, so Katie's going to go in her place. But Robin is still upset about this open house and Gizelle's aberrant behavior during it. And she says she's expecting an apology. I was like, good luck with that, because a woman like Gizelle does not believe she's done any wrong. She's in search of truth. She is the Nova of this reality show. And if y'all don't know who Nova is, Queen Sugar. Check it out. So good luck, Robin. We'll see how it goes this coming episode Sunday, how this goes. Monique and Karen link up at her chiropractor. I'm telling y'all, Monique, I think it was Funky Dineva was talking about it. Monique has some of the most interesting methods of having babies. She goes to the chiropractor to get adjustments to help carry the children, and I was like, Lord, women been having children for years. But I guess if you got the money and you can splurge on that, girl, whatever it takes to make life easier, because it cannot be easy carrying a baby. I wouldn't know. I ain't never been pregnant, never had any children, so I wouldn't know. But Karen was freaked out by it. But the conversation that Karen and Monique were having was very interesting, because at the end of the day, Karen and Monique realize that Gizelle claims that she's been changed and all this, and Karen is like, she need to go back and get her money from Dr. Ken, because clearly he has not helped her. That zebras don't change stripes overnight, and that looked like the same zebra to me. She said, but if she want to start some mess in the Caymans, I got a way of shutting that down. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. And she said Gizelle ain't nothing but a lowlife. She is a low-hanging fruit, honey. I was like, Karen say she was raised like in the backwoods, but sometimes Karen sound like she was just, maybe she gitry like me, although I wasn't raised in the ghetto. I don't know how I would call myself, country burb tree, I don't know. We'll work on that. Y'all know I have all my little words I use. But she like gitry, man, because sometimes she goes straight gutter snipe on a heifer. I'm like, oh, the grand dawn be coming about her face, don't she? But I don't blame her, because either way you slice and dice it, Karen recognizes and realizes that Gizelle does not have her best interest at heart. And as one of my sorority sisters said, she don't want to be around anyone that sees her success as competition. Move in silence sometimes, but some of y'all move in silence loudly. But I understand, you know, knee-jerk reaction, post something. I'm working, I'm in the lab, I'm working. Move in silence, okay. Let me digress. So it's the day of the trip. All the ladies get to the airport, plus Katie's phenomenal week. Baby, if Karen don't look toe up from the floor up, and she don't give a fuck. And I appreciate that, because she's like, yes, I'm the crazy wig wearing lady, because Bravo would not allow me to wear my natural short hair. So I'm going to make them feel very uncomfortable. I'll play the fool for now. But we all know Katie is very intelligent. And I do like the fact that this Katie I haven't heard any type of color confrontation or self-hatred, deprecation, or anything. I think life really has humbled Katie, because we find out in this episode that Robin is really happy to have her come on the trip because Katie is now fighting for custody of her children. I wonder what happened there, because the guy that she was with, I think that's her ex-husband, he had no interest in being with her or even an interest in the children from what I remember first season, but I guess something must have changed. So Katie's fighting that, going through custody, so it's very hard. So I was like, hell, is the wig fighting for custody too? Because it looked like it's fighting for its life too. But either way, y'all, Robin missed the trip. It's pathetic. And Robin said it's pathetic. Yes, it is, Robin. Robin, you and I are so much alike when it comes to being on time. But one thing I will not miss is if I'm excited about getting somewhere, oh, I'm going to be there on time. I learned my lesson the first time I went out the country. Be at the airport at least 2 hours early and get global entry. That's what you do. I just slide right on through customs. Okay? Robin, do better. We need y'all to do better. So I was trying to figure out. I was like, Karen, been shopping on Fashion Nova. Okay. She came in the sequin dress, mini dress. By the way, Karen looks phenomenal. There was really nothing wrong with her look. But I was particularly disturbed that she would wear knee-high boots and y'all going to a tropical paradise and it's going to be hot as hell. And are you comfortable on the flight like that? I wonder, does Bravo make those women wear heels and stuff all the time? Because I noticed that if you pay attention to the Housewives, no real people are actually going to go out to a casual dining spot in stilettos and ball gowns or cocktail dresses just for a lunch or something. I'm just saying. So I wonder about that, because on the beach they were wearing heels, and I'm like, although there was a fitness person that likes to purposely wear heels on the beach because it helps build leg strength. Matter of fact, I think it's my big sister Diane. I think that's her that does that. So Candace said when she saw Katie's wig, she was like, I wouldn't even give it to Ashley. And then Karen said, I know Gizelle ain't talking about nobody's wig. She been wearing that same damn hair for 2 seasons. Or 2 years. Oh, Lord. And then what I found so hilarious about the whole commentary is when Gizelle sat up there and was like, okay, I don't want to get nobody. I have to get somebody out of jail. But you be the main one hollering and screaming. Oh, my God. And then Gizelle tried, she said, I'm Queen Creole, so I'm going to put on the Caribbean Queen hat. And when Robin gets here, I'm going to give it back. Oh, but didn't Gizelle get her face crunched? Baby, they called Robin in their lobby. And Robin was like, I'm putting Ashley in charge, and here are the room assignments. Ashley, since you've been going through, I was like, talk about forgiveness at its finest, because she dragged your ass for filth first season about you and Juan being broke ass and you haven't fucked up all the family's trust funds. So that shows real forgiveness. She gonna room with Ashley. I was like, and Gizelle was like, what about me? I was like, girl, when you apologize, y'all got a lot to talk about, because that shit you did was not cool. Okay. Then there was a melee that almost broke out in the lobby at some point in this nice resort. You all are down there screaming like banshees. Candace screams out, the white people are watching. I'm like, everybody's watching as far as I'm concerned, because I would have been like, hey, y'all need to stop. And somebody had a problem with that, but I'm just like, let's be real. There is a different standard for black people. We need to always try to be on our best behavior when we're out, because they already see us as savages anyway, and thugs. Regardless of if you got on Chanel or if you got on, I don't know what's hot these days, because y'all know I just wear whatever's cute. I don't care. I guess whether you got on Chanel or you got on Target, they don't care. Okay, so I understand why Candace would say that, and let's just be real, that was totally uncalled for. Gizelle is still on this bullshit about the fact that Karen opted not to go to Girls Night Out in New Orleans because she was on Instagram Live. And my whole thing is that with the Instagram live, you didn't even see the whole Instagram live. She told you people grieve differently. She got on there just to thank people for sending prayers and blessings in the time of her loss of her parents. And that was it. But you only saw like 30 seconds and then all of a sudden, oh my God. And then Karen also told us that, you know, you gave people options not to be in attendance. That's petty and you need to let it go, Gizelle. Grow the fuck up. That's just the bottom line. Needless to say, Robin felt like them two should be in a room together so they can work out their issues. I don't see it happening. I'm glad that Candace stood up and told both of them that they need to chill because you two are the oldest in the group, the more seasoned, and therefore should be setting the example out of the mouth of babes. That's all I'm going to say. That's true. Needless to say, Gizelle and Karen will not be staying together. Gizelle getting her own room. She don't give a fuck if it's a closet. She just got to get away from Karen at this point. But when Karen said, I can't stand your monkey ass, I was like, oh my God. She told Gizelle, I can't stand your monkey ass. And then for Gizelle to sit up there in the confessional and wonder why no one in the group has noticed the progress and the good person that she is and has become and is becoming. You want an example of a 180 where people will actually see the change and the difference? Watch your girl Tamika Lee on Southern Charm, New Orleans. She is Tamika 2.0 for real. That's what you need to look at as an example. And the fact that you say that Karen is difficult, it's not difficult to be friends with Karen. Just be a real friend. You see her as competition, and that's not cool. You should be standing on the sidelines cheering for her product just like they cheered for every hit. It's a double standard. You can't be the center of attention. This ain't college anymore, Gizelle. Get over it. But the reason why also Gizelle can't manipulate Karen, and that's what frustrates her. Like, she can't get her, she's not malleable like Robin, but I think even now Robin is starting to see the light too. So you gonna mess around and run off all your friends, Gizelle, and then you're gonna be sitting up there trying to find somebody to tape with. Maybe Katie will come back. And I encourage you to make an appointment as soon as possible. Go see Dr. Ken so you continue to work on you. Because for a while you were better, but now you just wrong. All the damn day long wrong, okay? Oh, here we go. Stirring the pot, hanging out down to the beach. And Gizelle's like, so when are you going to talk to Katie? To Ashley. I'm just like, see, really? And then she was like, well, we really don't want to do that before dinner. Can we just do it tomorrow? She's like, no, I want to do it. Needless to say, when they all meet down to the beach for their beachside dinner, here we go. Actually, and another thing that Ashley said during a conversation with Gizelle, she was like, of course Jacob's going to corroborate whatever she says because he's living there rent free. And I'm just like, with no job. I'm like, and you live rent free with no job technically. She claims that the restaurant hasn't been sold. They claim that the chef took over the leadership of it. Well, who knows what you told Katie or what Katie understood. You know, Katie she's kind of out there, but not too much out there. And then another thing that made me give Gizelle major side eye was the fact that she said when Katie came down for dinner, for their beachside dinner that they were going to have, she goes, I'm just so glad to see, it's so good to see her smiling. And I'm just like, but now you getting ready to have her get ambushed by Ashley, but you glad to see her smile. Oh girl, just 5 minutes ago putting Ashley up to go for Katie. So some kind of way, I don't remember the entire conversation, but this is where it all went left. And Katie said something, and then Ashley said something to the effect of, it wouldn't be the first time that you lied, and then that's when the shit popped off. Ashley confronted her, but I heard that you said that I was stupid. And she was like, I don't remember calling you stupid. And I was like, she probably really doesn't really remember. And then Gizelle was like, Katie, you need to own what you say. And Katie was like, what, I need to apologize. She's dumb and stupid. I was like, she didn't know the Caymans was in the Caribbean. So I don't That's kind of just being dumb, and the education system has failed you. As for the restaurant, she was like, you going around here telling people we sold the restaurant, we're still fiscally responsible. She was like, nobody cares. Katie was like, nobody cares. I mean, nobody cares. Oh my God, it's not like anyone goes there anyway. When I tell you Katie had comeback after comeback for Miss Ashley, I was so there for it because she needed that dragging. Then Gizelle was like, Katie, don't you want to apologize? And Katie still was like, for what? And Gizelle was like, well, calling her dumb. And Katie said, but you are stupid and dumb. Again, I'm like, how many times in a row is she going to call her stupid? And then Ashley, well, this is a woman who lets an unemployed man that she's only known for 1 month move in with her. You need to feel the void in your heart before you try to fill the void between your legs. And Katie was like, at least I'm not married to an 80-year-old man. And then Ashley was like, I bet you would be if you could. And then you heard Katie say, she's just fake, stupid, and dumb. And I was like, Gizelle was like, Katie came back swinging. I was like, of course Katie did. Katie can play those games just like dumbass Ashley. Oh. Then they get to dinner finally. They decide to squash that. Karen and Gizelle get into it. They were sitting there and Gizelle asked Karen, how did they get here? I was like, let me count the ways. Black Bill Gates t-shirt scandal free. Ray Huger, free to Black Bill Gates. Getting upset about her not sharing her product with you. There are so many things that you've done. And then Karen was like, when I feel like you deserve friendship, I'll give it to you. And that's fair. Some kind of way they got back up on. Oh, real quick. Back to that Ashley thing. When Ashley was talking about the void between Katie's legs and, letting some unemployed man, I was thinking to myself, I was like, first of all, where would you be if you didn't have Michael? Number one, if you were a single woman and didn't have Michael, because your mama can't provide for you, your daddy don't want nothing to do with you. And I also feel like you have a void too, because clearly marrying Michael, and as the therapist pointed out, you were looking for a father figure. And if the pictures, again, that are floating around on social media are true, Michael looks like your father, which is kind of disgusting. And when she had on that sailor outfit that she was modeling for him, I just felt, my stomach turned. It just felt like a perversion. I was like, ugh, just awful. And I just found it real interesting that Gizelle was trying to mediate the mess that she stirred up. I didn't get that part. Needless to say, Karen shared that LaDame is going to be having a, I forgot what she called it, but it's not a launch party, but it's just sharing what the fragrance is. And Ashley was like, we're going to get our samples or our perfume. She was like, I'm going to give you guys rollerballs. And Gizelle was again stirring up some shit about that. I said, see, that's the shit I'm talking about. And Karen basically told her, God forgives, but I don't, basically. I'll always remember the shit that you've done. Again, Michael comes up at some point at the table, and Katie was right. Saying that Michael is gay or having a predilection to grab men's asses is nothing new. She did it the first season to her ex-fiance Andrew. We all saw that. But then when she came up strong J style, it was like, everybody says he's gay. Everybody said it. And then Ashley was like, you were talking about me behind my back. And then Katie was like, just because you weren't there doesn't mean it was behind your back. I was like, yeah, because you're going to watch it on TV. I mean, there it is. It's not like she was talking about you behind your back, because it's going to make it to, okay. Either way, but she was like, she said he's gay. He's gay. I was like, oh my God. And then Ashley is actually sitting up there talking about she wants the sympathy and empathy and all of this, and yet she couldn't give Monique any. She couldn't give Robin any. She chased Robin down about being broke and one cheating on her. Let's not forget that. Robin does finally arrive, and she passes out these cards. Ashley comes with the shits again. So Katie couldn't read the card that she got, and Ashley made the comment, well, I guess she really didn't feel like writing that one. She didn't want to write that. And I was like, what? And then they go back to the subject of Ashley again and Katie, and oh my God. I'm sorry if I said you were dumb. Maybe I meant you were stupid. I don't know. And then Ashley's like, that's a terrible toupee you have on your head. It's a toupee. And Katie's like, it's a wig. It's a wig. And Ashley had the nerve to say, if I shared something with you while I was vulnerable, it goes to the core of your character. I was like, seriously, Messy Boots? It goes to the core of her character? Let's analyze your character from the previous 3 seasons, okay? Then she had the nerve to tell Katie that she was not strong enough to hang out with these group of women. And then that's when Katie kind of broke, and she was like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not strong enough. And Karen's like, no, Katie, you strong enough. She says, I'm going through a lot of fucking shit right now, fighting for custody of my kids, and if you can't be my friend right now, that's cool. And quite frankly, Katie told Ashley, anyway, you don't even know who your real friends are anyway. And I'm going to tell you something, Gizelle is not your friend. She just want to be in your business, Ashley. And you need to do a lot of soul searching and introspection to figure out who you are. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I kind of may have been a little bit all over the place, but I just want to get this done because y'all know tonight, This Is a Big Rich Town is coming back, and I want to catch it on the playback. I think at midnight here. It should be available now. But that's all I've got. Again, I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. This has been my thoughts and perspective on Real Housewives of Potomac. Basically, Gizelle just stirred up a lot of shit. And the reason why Karen don't want to be your friend, because she knows how you are. You're not happy for her. You probably do root for her to fail. Don't nobody want that kind of energy around them. Katie, girl, I hope you come back next season. I hope you have a champagne flute again. I love this Katie. And I hope you get custody of your children and we can leave Ashley and her daddy at home. That's all I've got. I want to thank you guys for joining. Be sure to join me Tuesday night for A Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6. Be sure to check out my GoFundMe. I'm trying to raise $1,000 to continue to fund my radio show. Oh, and if you just want to drop something in there, to continue to support. It doesn't just always have to be GoFundMe. You can just drop some money in my Cash App, which is Diva1977. All my other social media, how you can reach me and email me and all that good stuff will be in the description. Thank you guys for joining. Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out. I promise you it will. And stay fabulous.